So, salute. This is Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. My real quick thoughts on Adrien Broner. The problem. Signing a deal with, I think it's called BLK. There is a new app that is just recently introduced because of Terrence Bud Crawford, and now Adrien Broner. My quick thoughts on it. I think Adrien Broner using death row analogies and Tupac and Suge Knight and Snoop Dogg analogies. I think that's going to miss the mark. I feel like the audience that they are targeting should be like younger people, and you using analogies that old people like me know what you're talking about, and then not good analogies that didn't turn out to be successful, ended up terrible. Death Row ended up terrible. Suge Knight ended up terrible. Tupac, horrible ending. The only person that came out of that thing and was able to endure was Snoop Dogg. So if that's the analogy that Adrien Broner is using, I hope that Terrence Bud Crawford will end up like Snoop Dogg. But I just don't like the analogy. I don't think that Adrien Broner and Terrence Bud Crawford will resonate with a young audience. But I do want to say that hopefully, if they put together a good business plan and they are able to skyrocket into the stratosphere of being successful, I hope that they can be successful as possible. But when I look at it from my perspective right now, they got a whole lot of work to do, and boxing is a really tough business. We've seen Eddie Hearn come and try to change the game, and we know he comes from old money, and he came out with apps, and now he's trying to switch over to pay-per-view. But we see PBC going through changes. We've seen HBO change. Things change. There are a lot of things that are huge and successful now at one point in time people laughed at. Uber, Bitcoin, Facebook. Successful things come and they go. So hopefully this thing will be successful. But when I look at, Terrence Bud Crawford was lined up to fight Spence and went in this direction with this new company, and what I'm hearing, the feedback from what people are saying about it, and then to see Adrien Broner, and you look at his pattern of what his stability, him being a stable person, or it's just right now it looks bleak. It looks like some Death Row Records type of a situation, which, like I said, I feel like Death Row is a cautionary tale of something that could have been very successful. But we'll see. I hope that it's successful. I don't want to say anything negative about Adrien Broner or Terrence Bud Crawford or Blue Blood or whoever is investing, because you don't even know who's ever invested in these things, who's silent partners and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just, whenever you building something from the ground up, sometimes when you getting shit out the mud, it ain't gonna look good. When you putting the foundation into something, you start digging into the ground and you laying the foundation, most of the time the foundation don't look good. So people can't see the final structure. So I'm not trying to judge this thing just based off what the foundation look like, even though I feel like right now the foundation could start off a little bit more level. Like they say, a fool builds his house on sand or whatever. You know that analogy where you build your house on sand and you don't got no good foundation versus if you build it on solid ground. So I don't know. We'll see how it go. This is just from my little perspective, which is, this shit is way above my pay grade. But it would have been cool to see Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence sit down together and put something together themselves. And then once they fight and made a big fight, then they would have went and put their money together and try to start this little app and do their second fight on this app. You know what I'm saying? That would have been dope to see something like that. But, this is business. Everything, you just got business, it works in so many different ways. I hope it comes together. Adrien Broner, he's done some things in the past that I didn't think was kosher, for lack of better words. I felt like I think he was playing a character, and sometimes he allowed that character to be very self-destructive. But I always hear good things when other people talk about Adrien Broner, as far as what kind of person that he is. But there's no doubt that he does suffer from some mental issues, and sometimes more money, more problems. So I hope he has got to a point in his life where he's leveled that out, and that this will be something that's therapeutic and helpful for him, and not something that is to his detriment. So I wish them success. You know what I'm saying? But I also seen Adrien Broner, for a lack of better words, and me not really being there, I seen him like bite the hands that feed him. So somebody that's going into business with him, either they know him personally and know that he's a better person than that, and we've just seen some shit that really doesn't show his true character, or they are taking a risk on Adrien Broner, who has been dealing with some post-traumatic stress from his life. So, like I said, I hope them to be successful. If they building, I hope they can work together well. If I was to go off the path, I would say that this doesn't look like this is going to be a ship that's going to sail. But I'm not going to look at it from this perspective. I'm going to change my perspective and look at it from a perspective of this has the potential to be just as big as any other business. And if they have a vision, I hope they see their vision through to succession. And I hope it turns out to be some real shit, not some bullshit. And if it's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, I'm just going to not give it no energy. If it's some real shit, I'm going to salute it. Proper. That's my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Bye.